Hello and welcome back everyone to episode 6 of the Create Mod Ultimate Selection Mod Pack. So in today's episode I'm going to go ahead and make a slime tree farm, which I know is a little bit different than the other tree farm, and I'll explain that in that clip. And I'm also going to be making a go-kart in this episode so that we have a little bit better transportation. So I'll go ahead and show a couple of clips of me making those here shortly. I did, however, already make the chassis, which is actually pretty simple. It's just a lot of the mechanical crafter, but pretty much all of the components are really cheap. And then I did already make the wheels, which are incredibly easy to make, so I didn't really know that there'd be much content to that. But those are the only two components I've got so far. I'm gonna need a lot more, but yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so I made another tree farm, and you're probably thinking to yourself, why on earth do you need another tree farm when you have that one right there? And the reason being is the saplings that have the slime that come out of them only drop the slime if the trees decay on their own or by a stationary mechanical saw. So the only way for me to actually get that is if the leaves drop it. And because in that one there, they don't actually drop the leaves, and on top of that, I don't have a way of collecting it if they do fall, I needed to come up with another solution for that. So that is this. Essentially, the way this works is I have two mechanical saws there and two mechanical saws there, and then I've got deployers that put the saplings on each one. And what that will do is the second they start growing, it will chop it down, and then all of the drops will of course fall on these conveyor belts, go into that chest, and then I have two funnels underneath this chest, one that only accepts the saplings, and another one that will accept the wood. As for the saplings, it'll drop those down onto another conveyor belt that runs underneath here, and there's a mechanical arm that when there's a sapling on here, it will automatically put that sapling directly into one of the deployers. So you guys should be able to see the arm pop out here any second. Yep, there it is right there. That's about it for that farm. Alright guys, so I have quite a few of the components already. I've got my exhaust pipes, my seat, I've got most of the components to make the bumper, and I'll go ahead and make the bumper right now actually, now that I think about it. Alright guys, I think that this should work here, so we'll go ahead and place back our gearbox, and yep, there's our bumper. Very nice. So that's pretty much all of them except for the engine, or the cart motor, which is going to be the most difficult because we're going to need these pieces of train casing. These are not easy to get your hands on, so to get them you're going to need to get yourself some train casings, and it looks like the only way to do that is by getting sturdy sheets, and the only way to get that is by having a lava spout and two presses in a row, and then you'll get one of the sturdy sheets. So I'm going to find out how many I need. I'm going to get that contraption set up, and yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure this out as I go, right? So I'll be back once I've got that figured out. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get our motor done. I was able to get all of the train case piecings that I needed, and my gosh, that was an absolute nightmare. So I hope that if you guys are doing this at home, you guys find an easier way to do it than I did. But yeah, that was an absolute mess. I will say with this mod pack, the only way you can get these pieces is with sawing. However, there's an issue where it will just randomly give you the train casing stairs or the train casing slabs, which means that you have to just take your chances and hope that you get the pieces that you're hoping for. So I'm going to go ahead and throw all of it up on the mechanical crafter here, and I'll cut back once I've got everything set. I'll show you guys it being made. So alright guys, so this is the engine, it's all up on there, and as you can see I've got all of the arrows so that it kind of builds the side over here, builds the side over here, all of it meets up in the center and should plop out right here. So let's go ahead and get our gearbox in place, and this should just work. And it broke. Well, time for round two. Okay, I think I've got it back up the way it's supposed to. So we're going to go ahead and throw it on the gearbox and hope for the best. Please. Hey, there we go. There is the motor. Okay, so now at this point, all it's going to take is for me to go ahead and head over to my deployer here. And I believe what I need to do is I need to place down my cart. Then I need to place down my wheels. Yep, got the cart there. The next step is the bumper, the chair, and then the pipes. So we're gonna go ahead and place that back down. We're gonna do the bumper, the chair, the pipes. I think that right there should give us a red go-kart. Oh man, this thing looks absolutely sick. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, it looks like I do need fuel. Oh, I don't. Oh, it looks like it takes coal. Okay, I can do that. Yeah, shift click. Yeah, it looks like you shift click on it. And oh yeah, this thing moves. Holy cow. Well guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That is phenomenal. This is going to be my new favorite mode of transport. It looks like it's only got one heart though, so I don't know how reliable this is going to be. But it's pretty great. Hey guys, so Rachel and I went exploring, and then we also did a little bit of netherite hunting. Here are a couple of the best clips from that, and there's a little bit of a surprise, so hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, so I'm with the girlfriend, actually, as of a couple of days ago, fiance, and she's super excited about that. We'll have to put a ring on her Minecraft character. But we're just doing some exploring, and I wanted to show you guys we found a village. Now, it looks pretty interesting. It looks like it's made out of like deep slate from here. So we're gonna head over there and just do a little bit of exploring. So I'm gonna pick up as many of these wither flowers because these are going to be a great way for me to make a farm later. All right, Gummy, ransack the joint.
Pow, pow. How do I get in here? Oh, there we go.
Through the door.
What the?
Hey, language.
What the? Hey guys, we found some chimney smoke, so we're gonna go check out the village that it belongs to and hopefully find some cool stuff. Let's go.
These guys look sketchy. I think we might have to kill them. No. So, do you want to tell the viewers how it happened?
Well, he lured me into a park.
Make it sound terrible, why don't you?
Lured me into a park that we go to a lot, so it had some history to it. Or he had some family members set up some sparkle lights on a bridge. I really like bridges, so it was fitting. And there were some rose petals on the ground, and he proposed to me there, and it was really sweet. And then we went to dinner and we celebrated, and it was awesome. He did a really good job, and I cried. I didn't think I was going to cry, but I cried.
I told her she was going to cry, and she in fact did cry.
I did.
We could probably do the bed method, but that's a recipe for disaster with you.
What does that mean?
It means that we'd be dealing with explosives.
Yeah, and?
Gummy, explosives. Not my favorite idea.
You're just using me as your little blast monkey.
No, I'm just teaching you how to do this. Not seeing any.
Nothing.
I want to do it like right.
Ah, run!
Nothing.
Run!
Just out of nowhere.
Oh, it's not about. Ah! Look at my arms. Look at
Ah!
my arms.
Oh, this is strange. Gummy.
Ah! Why?
Because I had to do it once. Yeah, we've hit a basalt delta, and basalt deltas are near impossible to get netherite scraps in. So I think that's about it. Let's head back.
Okie dokie dokie. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the highlights of our netherite mining trip. We found some goodies, and we'll be able to do some fun stuff with that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Okay, love you, bye.
Hey guys, so I made a couple of upgrades to the workshop here. First things first, I got a couple of crushing wheels going. That way I can take some ores or take some just random items and be able to crush them down pretty easily and quickly, because these are sitting at the max speed of 256. I also got a lava station going with a couple of presses. That'll make it so I can make train casings. Also have a deployer setup. That'll make complex mechanisms quite easy to make. Just chuck them in there and it'll automatically craft them. And then I also created a automatic ore processing system. So this will automatically process copper, iron, gold, and I believe zinc. And it's kind of complex, but if you've ever played the Create mod, this is kind of an essential one that quite a few people have already probably made in the past anyways. But essentially it just takes the ore, crushes it in these wheels here, then it washes that ore, and then it will take it, put it directly into this basin, which will get pressed into ingots, and it will send it straight up to the diamond chest that's right up here. So it's a pretty simple system in the long run, but it will take things and just process them super fast. All of this really only took about 30 minutes to process, which is just insane. So super happy with that. I also got a infinite lava source set up for my train casing station, and that's on the back side of my base here. It's a really simple infinite lava setup, and infinite is you could take with a grain of salt. It's just a whole bunch of dripstone setups down there. I believe there's only 9 of them, so this has taken probably close to 10 hours for it to actually get this much lava. So while technically it's infinite, it's not going to feel like that if I really start using lava at a significant pace. There's also a little bit of a lava filling station right there. So just wanted to show you guys the progress on my workshop, and if you guys have any other ideas for that, I'd love to hear that too. Hey guys, so something I found out just a second ago is that you can actually pick up the monster spawners in this mod pack, which is really nice. You just need to have a silk touch pickaxe, which I do in fact have. And once you have that, you just go ahead and pick it up like you would any other block, and that's about it. It's not too bad. Yeah, see? You can just pick them up. I do think that there's a little bit of a bug, because I actually replaced that one just a second ago, and I got more spirit orbs. So I'm not going to abuse that too much, I don't think. Probably not at all. And those 4 spirit orbs I just got, I'm probably going to throw away. Alright guys, got another small tutorial here for you guys. It is in peaceful mode at the moment, so I can get this tutorial done, but I've got my 3 blaze spawners right here, and they're stacked in the center of this room, which is an 11 by 11 conveyor belts here. I've got some conveyor belts here that are all spinning in the same direction, and I've also got some right up above here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place fans on all of these spots here, and I'm going to alternate it in a checkerboard pattern so that no matter where the blaze is in the room, it will push that or blaze all the way over to the wall over here. I'm also going to place the fans up here as well. Reason being, it will push the blaze directly into the conveyor belts on the floor, which will push them into the killing chamber. I believe it's going to be 11 here, and then on the back wall there are going to be 27, so you're going to need 37 fans overall, which is a significant amount, but if you're at the point in the game where you have blaze spawners, I assume you have quite a bit of iron as well. You can do this with other methods like lava, however those are incredibly slow in comparison to this. This kills blaze incredibly quick, and I'll show you the killing chamber here in a moment, but essentially the killing chamber is just a deployer that is in attack mode, and then you give it any sort of weapon. In this case I'm going to give it the slime cleaver, and that will help me get some heads so that I can get some blaze blood for my Tinker's Construct. I'm going to go ahead and change back over to medium here. As you guys can see, it kills incredibly quick. The biggest bottleneck is actually how fast you can kill them, and that's because of the weapon itself. If you can get your hands on a better weapon, it will do a better job. Okay guys, made a couple of renovations to the place. There's now a tunnel that leads directly to my blaze farm. So now I can just head over this way, and yeah, there we go. As you can see, it's collecting quite a bit of experience, getting plenty of blaze rods and plenty of those blaze heads, which is the biggest, most important thing. I also have quite a bit of scorched bricks, which I'm going to make a scorched Tinker's Forge out of here shortly, so that we can go ahead and start smelting up some netherite and also smelt up some manulin. So super excited about that. Just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a base update. Hey guys, I wanted to show you a quick tutorial on how to make yourself a Foundry controller, which is the upgraded version of our smeltery. So the first thing you're going to need to do, get yourself a block of obsidian and get yourself a scorched brick. Once you've got that, chuck that scorched brick into the basin and pour your obsidian on top of it. Just like that, we got our Foundry controller. Alright guys, just another small itty bitty short tutorial. So to get Blazed Blood, the only way you can do that is first with your original forge. And the way to do that is just take blaze heads, throw them into your forge, they will melt. Each blaze head will only give you 100 millibuckets, and you need 1,000 millibuckets to fill one, so you're going to need to collect at least 10 blaze heads. Once you got yourself 1,000 millibuckets, you just chuck a bucket in there, and that will then pop out here with a blazing blood bucket. Then you just chuck it directly into your foundry, into the tanks here. Another way that you can get some blazing blood once you've already got some is take your ichor crystals. They'll smelt up and they'll give you both ichor and blazing blood. Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys how my forge is set up for Tinker's Construct, specifically my foundry. Because I need blazing blood for the fuel, I set up create mod pipes that actually run down underneath to my blaze farm. So if we head over to my blaze farm, when the blaze get killed, your items go directly into the deployer, which goes into the chest, which goes right here. I've got it set up so that there's a conveyor belt pushing the blaze heads into one of these little smelters here. It's being fueled by my infinite lava source that's over a ways away. So what this will do is it will turn these blaze heads into blazing blood, and it will pump that blazing blood all the way up. Another thing that I did is I also put an alloyer right behind it, which is right here. Now the alloyer is kind of a special block. It also takes blazing blood as fuel, and that's down below. And what you do with the alloyer is you have these 3 slots here, okay? So you can put your ingots inside of here, or you can just have the tanks already filled. But the 3 lines here are associated with the 3 different tanks that are around the outside of it. So if I had another tank, or if I wanted to put another tank, I could put it right here. I could click on the alloyer again, and that will have 4 different things. So if I needed to make an alloy out of 4 different materials, I could. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the Tinker's Construct stuff, the go-kart, and the clips with me and my fiance. If you guys liked, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support that was on the last video. We had close to 520 views as of the recording this video, so that is absolutely insane. I can't tell you guys how excited I am about this. I really hope to continue on in the future. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Bye.